So this is my attempt to make a Ublog. Hopefully it goes well. I said I was gonna film it on campus because I originally intended to stay for 10 hours, I believe, at college. Yeah, I didn't feel like doing that. I actually didn't feel like going to class today at all. Just tired, didn't really feel the need to go. We're starting a new chapter. Had a test last week, so we're starting anew on a chapter. I can do it at home. I didn't want to go. But I was forced into going. So, funny story, once I actually get to the classroom, lo and behold, what do I see? A sign posted on the door saying no class today, cancelled. Go to the lab and work on chapter 7.1. Awesome. It's like I knew. Should have listened to myself. Oh well. Went to the lab, stayed there for like 45 minutes, drove back home. Kind of feel bad it was a waste of gas because my commute is 15 to 20 miles. It's from North Cape Coral all the way to Fort Myers off of College Parkway. I don't know how long of a drive that is, but it takes a toll on my gas mileage, that's for sure. My next class is at 5:30, so I've got like 4 hours to kill until then. I decided that I was going to bring Jamie into this vlog. We are gonna go to some fabric store, probably Michael's, and get beads, because she feels the need to make bead necklaces. She's got the craving. She's like pregnant, but pregnant for bead necklaces. I don't know. We're gonna do that. Hopefully she's okay with being filmed. She's kind of skittish. I would introduce my boyfriend too, but he's also skittish. I swear to God, both of them. And I don't know if it seems interesting at all. I could take my camera and film me going to class for a little bit. You could meet Alex and Lexi, which probably both of them skittish. That'd be fun. Logic class is fun. You guys will have such a ball being with me in the class and having to listen to the lectures. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on recently. I got into fishing. Fishing has been pretty fun. Basically the reason being, boyfriend had a very obsessive hobby with a certain game, and hypothetically speaking, cannot play the game much anymore, so going to fishing now. Yu-Gi-Oh! And fishing is now what he's all balls deep in, and .hack series. Yeah. So when all else fails, find another hobby and completely neglect your girlfriend. That's how it works. I don't mind though. Hanging in there. I guess I could show you my car, my actual my car. It's a piece of shit though. It's not that exciting. Oh, I can't wait to tell this story. Last weekend, I went with my boyfriend and his friend Kyle to Miami, except it was not Miami, it's Mock Miami. It's a town right outside of West Palm Beach in Miami, and it was for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. The drive was pretty fun. We did not get any sleep at all, because the tournament started at 8:30 in the morning, so we had to drive to get there at around 5 in the morning. Start at 5. and Justin and Kyle stayed up all night the night before to practice, like, getting their decks ready and, figure out what all they were going to do for this tournament. And I spent all that time doing that until 2, when he had Kyle come to my house to pick me up. Went back to Justin's house. They worked a bit more on their decks. I just passed out on the bed because I'm staying up until 2. It's kind of a toll on me. I'm not used to being up that late because of school. They barely slept. Ended up having to go early. No sleep the whole way there. Go to the tournament. It was from 8 in the morning till I think 6 or 7. Give or take about 9 to 10 hours of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. Wait, let me count that. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 hours. 11 hours of Yu-Gi-Oh! How am I still here? And I wasn't even playing either. I went just to hang out with Justin because I had assumed that Justin would have his car, and then afterwards, because I'm on my best behavior having to tolerate 11 hours of Yu-Gi-Oh!, we could then, after that, explore Miami. Not go to the Ultra Music Festival because it's $300. Missed the Ultra Music Festival. I'm so upset about that. It was right there. I'm right here. It's right there. So close. I could have seen Sonny Moore or Joel Zimmerman, but no. So, anyway, getting off topic. I sat in a middle school cafeteria. It wasn't held in a hotel or a convention hall like typical, tournaments or cons, what have you, are held in. No, it was a middle school cafeteria, which seems appropriate when you really think about it. And I'm gonna weep just recollecting my thoughts on this day. It was so bad, guys. You don't know. So, as they're getting registered, I had to sit in the back, keep out of the way of 150 odd people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! All I had was my DS, my phone, and that was it. That was pretty much it. My DS's battery started to get low, so I couldn't play that after a while. I can only text and be amused by that for so long. So miserable. Put my head down the rest of the day. The only amusing part of that, which I actually found kind of funny, was lunch break. We decided we were gonna go to McDonald's. This place, we don't know where anything is. Luckily, Kyle had a GPS, so input McDonald's, closest place we could find. Had an adventure trying to get there. Eventually got there, probably 7 minutes of looking around. And got our food. I only got like a McDouble, a little McDouble, ketchup only, cheese, ketchup only. And got back, sat down and ate my burger. And I tell you what it is specifically because this is why. On my DS, and someone was in the union room, and as I'm grinding, I get a message from this person. Okay. Killed off that Pokemon, check the message. What does it say? Just in all caps, just this, flat BLT. What? I thought it was funny. It was, guy ended up being like right across the table from me, opposite side, playing his DS, and he noticed what I was eating, a flat BLT. It's not even a BLT, it's a cheap piece of meat, and yeah. Is it sad that that's the only funny, uplifting thing that I've encountered that day at all? I think that's sad. The tournament finally ended. Yes! I can go home and sleep. I am so tired. Everyone was tired, but the group that we ended up going with, opposite car, of course, Dustin, I can't remember the other people's names. I feel so bad, but anyway, they wanted to go out to eat, and they were craving Waffle House, and specifically. So we're in an area that we don't know where anything is, and we're gonna go look for a Waffle House. So input Waffle House in GPS. Nearest one, 11 miles. Okay, I think Waffle House is worth getting lost in this metropolis area. Let's go for it. We had to go through 2 tolls, $1 for one, 50 cents for another, so it's $1.50 one way just to find this Waffle House. Not so sure if worth it anymore, but trudging along, let's go, Waffle House. We get halfway there, and the other group decides that we don't really want to go to Waffle House. We saw a Wendy's like a mile back, let's go there. Wendy's is not worth that. And the money that we spent to try to get to Waffle House, I could have bought like fucking 3 cheeseburgers from Wendy's. Are you kidding me? We went to Wendy's, hung out there for a little bit, drove all the way back. The ride back home was pretty miserable. Kyle started to get exhausted to the point where he kept dozing off as he was driving down Alligator Alley. So we ended up getting to a rest area, switched, Justin drove. I volunteered to. I'm the one that's like mostly awake out of the 3 of us, yet women can't drive, I got this shit. Okay, well, I'll just be co-pilot. And that's what I did. And nothing exciting on the drive back home. Actually, there was. Shh, but I'm not telling you. And yeah, got home, passed out. 11 o'clock, out. It didn't even feel like 11 at that point. It felt like 4 in the morning. Jesus Christ. Don't want to do that again. I do not want to go to a middle school. I don't want to see Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't... Oh, and I failed to mention this place. This fucking cafeteria. Of course, indoors, enclosed, no windows, no access of clean air. It smelt within 3 hours of nerd BO. Oh my God. I cannot smell anything ever for the rest of my life. I just forever nerd BO in my nose. It's so bad. And not one nerd, 150 something odd nerd BO in my nose. Fun times. And then, of course, crashed over at my boyfriend's place, wake up at 11 in the morning, Yu-Gi-Oh! Local Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, the comic book shop. He wanted to go. You want to go? No, no, I don't want to go. That was my day. After a donut.